Don't mess with Sandra. TLDR at bottom. This tale was told to me as a warning when I started on my first post-college job. I am relating it exactly as it was told to me. This occurred in the early 80s. So those of you who've grown up with the internet may not understand how we did things in the olden days. There were no smartphone apps to show Q codes for airline tickets. They were paper, with red carbon mess. Reservations were done by phone. It was primitive by today's standards. Players' names have been changed, of course. Sandra, super sweet secretary loved by all. True, I worked with her. She was amazing. Fred, Sandra's boss. Tom, local VP. Big Shot, incoming senior manager from back east. Al, lead engineer on the team. This occurred in Salt Lake City, which, if you don't know, family was a huge part of culture. Even at work, family matters took precedence, and local management knew this and allowed for it. Well, Big Shot's office minions noticed some slight irregularities in timecards, like days off without pre-approved vacation requests. So he got himself transferred to the Salt Lake City office to straighten things out. Naturally, he was quickly hated. One morning, Sandra got a call from her daughter was unexpectedly in town and wanted to have lunch. Naturally, Fred and Tom said okay. But then Big Shot stuck his nose in. Rather than just say, no, he dropped a travel request on Sandra's desk. And it had to be done because he expected to fly out that afternoon. Sandra was heartbroken that she wouldn't get to see her daughter. But she had her work responsibilities. Stopping by to drop off some paperwork, Al noticed that Sandra looked a little down, a huge change from her normal chipper mood. He naturally asked why, and Sandra explained. Al told her he had no authority, by the way, to go have lunch and we'll take care of it. Big Shot got his travel packet, got on the plane that afternoon, and flew off to his meeting. That's when things started to go wrong. The rental car reservation was invalid, and there were no cars available at any of the agencies. All had a hold on them pending confirmation from some big clients. So Big Shot ended up getting a rent-a-wreck. For those too young or not in the US, there really was a discount auto rental agency by that name. Quality was not job one. When Big Shot got to the hotel, he found that his reservation was no good. He had to wait around until after the tentative reservations expired, which was after 6 p.m. Getting suspicious, Big Shot looked at his tickets, and found they were one-way. He had no flight home. The next morning, Tom flew in to join him. And to say Big Shot was incensed was probably an understatement. He gave Big Shot a packet that was marked extremely urgent, that had been left on his desk with a note to take it to Big Shot. It was Big Shot's return ticket. On the way back, Big Shot stopped by the corporate office and got a very senior exec to come with him because of some very serious personnel problems. The next morning, Big Shot led the senior exec and Tom into a meeting with all of Fred's department and began publicly berating Sandra for incompetence and so on. When he got to the part about the tickets, Fred interrupted and told the senior exec that Sandra couldn't have done that, she was on approved time off having lunch with her daughter. This raised the senior exec's eyebrows and got Big Shot even angrier. The senior exec said if Sandra didn't mess up the tickets, who did? Fred stepped forward. Then Al. And one by one, every single member of Fred's team stepped forward to take responsibility to protect Sandra from Big Shot's wrath. Tom and the senior exec knew instantly what had happened. Everyone on Fred's team had burned up the phones making tentative reservations for rental cars and hotel rooms, leaving Big Shot stuck with worthless reservations and no alternates. Within the hour, Big Shot's desk was empty and his badge had been turned in. The senior exec stuck around to get to know the team. He was very impressed with how the whole team stuck together and protected their own. After he finished the tale, the engineer said bluntly, "Don't mess with Sandra. We love her. And we will make you pay if you upset her." Message received loud and clear. As I worked with Fred's team, I got to understand why everyone loved Sandra. She was an absolute gem in the organization, efficient, super friendly, just an all-around wonderful person. TLDR. Big Shot manager flies in to straighten out an office and becomes hated when he upsets the secretary. The entire project team schemes to give him a dose of humble pie. Then he tries to get corporate management to back him, and ends up getting fired himself. Sometimes group projects actually work out.
Thank you.
When you say, transferred, was this a temporary duty or a permanent transfer? I ask because I can't see anyone asking for a permanent transfer for this reason, but it would explain how his job was no longer available at the old location for him to be moved back. I just think it's strange that he would be fired for that reason unless there were other issues with him at his previous work location. TLDR. Don't F with Mormons. It's awesome to see quality workers being protected. To be fair, it doesn't matter who you are. If you leave such important arrangements to the last minute instead of getting it taken care of well in advance, then this is the kind of thing that can happen anyways. He was an idiot in addition to an ass. IAMSANDRACUS. Quote. Deep, satisfied sigh. That's shitty. If that's true, they inconvenienced a lot of people who needed rental cars or hotel rooms, and cost other people a lot of money.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.